What is phrase? What is clause? Clause means subject plus verb. Subject minus verb. Phrase means. It means a part of this sentence that has no subject and verb. That part is called phrase. Right? A part of this sentence that has subject and verb. That part is called clause. Right, my students? A part of this sentence that has subject and verb. That part is called clause. A part of this sentence that has no subject and no verb. That part is called phrase. First point. Right? Second point. Clauses. I told you. Do you remember? Clauses are of two kinds. One, main clause. Two, subordinate clause. One is main clause. Two is subordinate clause. What is main clause? A sentence that gives complete sense is called main clause. A sentence that gives incompletion of sense is called subordinate clause. I told you. For example, see. When I went there, he was sleeping. Observe. He was asleep. Subject, verb. A part of the sentence that has subject and verb, that part is called clause. Subject, verb. A part of the sentence that has subject and verb, that part is also clause. What I told you, clauses are of two kinds. Main clause, subordinate clause. He was sleeping. This part is giving us complete sense. So this is called main clause, MC. See, when I went there, suppose if this part is not here, okay, I simply tell you like this. When I went there, see, it means I am not completing the sense. Still there is something to tell, right, for me. So this part is giving incompletion sense. So this is called subordinate clause. Right? If this part is not here, nothing to worry with this sentence. Observe, MC, he was sleeping. This is giving complete sense. Though don't have this part, it has individual status. Main clause, it has individual status. Suppose if this part is not here, when I went there, when I went there. So subordinate clause, it has no individual status. It always depends on main clause to fulfill its meaning. That's all. Next. What I told you, conjunctions are of two kinds. Coordinate conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions. What is coordinate conjunction? I told you. Do you remember? What is coordinate conjunction? Connects two main clauses. Subordinate conjunction means connects one main clause and one or more subordinate clauses. Right? See. You work hard, you will get desired marks. You work hard, you will get desired marks. Here we have two individual sentences. Here we have two individual sentences. Now I want to make these two sentences as one sentence. If I want to make these two sentences as one sentence, what I have to do? I have to connect these two sentences. If I want to connect these two sentences, what I have to do? I have to take the support of some word, right? Now what I am doing here, with the support of if, right? By adding if, I am making these two sentences as one sentence, right? By adding if here, I am making these two sentences as one sentence. So a word that connects two sentences like this, that word is called conjunction. So if is called conjunction. Conjunctions are of two kinds. Coordinate conjunction, subordinate conjunction. What is coordinate conjunction? What is coordinate conjunction? A word that connects two main clauses. Two main clauses. So you think, I'm sure you will think like this. You work hard. This is giving us complete sense. So this is main clause. You will get desired marks. This is also giving complete sense. So this is also main class. If is connecting two main classes, so if is called coordinate conjunction. Definitely you will confuse like this, I'm sure. But this is wrong. Why? After adding the word, take the meaning of the sentence into consideration, not before adding the word. See, after adding the word, what is happening here? If you work hard, if you work hard in completion of sense, right? So this is subordinate clause. You will get desired marks. This is main class. One subordinate class, one main class. So this is called subordinate conjunction. After adding the word, take the meaning of the sentence into consideration, not before adding. After adding the word, you have to decide, right? That's it. See, one more. You work hard and you will get desired marks. You work hard, right? Subject, verb, class. What kind of class? You work hard, complete sense, main class. Subject, verb, this is also class. What kind of class? You will get desired marks, complete sense. It is giving complete sense. So main class. And is connecting these two sentences. So this is conjunction. What kind of conjunction? This is connecting two main clauses. This is connecting two main clauses. A word that connects two main clauses, that word is called coordinate conjunction. That's all. This is how you have to decide. So my students, any word you take, if the word is connecting if the word is connecting two main clauses, that word is called coordinate conjunction. If the word is connecting one main clause and one or more subordinate clauses, that is called subordinate conjunction. Right? Now see. This is conjunction. Right, my students? See, I'll give you some important conjunction source list. Observe. And therefore, but, because, so, or else. Since, as, though, although, if, unless, while. These are all subordinate conjunctions. These are all coordinate conjunctions. Okay, see my students, and therefore, but, because, so, or else. See, these words always act as coordinate conjunctions only. Whereas these words always act as subordinate conjunctions. Okay? See, these words never change the party. Because some words, see, except these words, you take any word, sometimes they act as coordinate conjunctions, sometimes they act as subordinate conjunctions. But whereas in the case of these words are genuine. These words always act as coordinate conjunctions only. These words always act as subordinate conjunctions only. Remaining words, let us take now. Let us take one word. See, look, after it is connecting two sentences. So this is conjunction. Basically conjunction. What kind of conjunction? after he had gone out, right? After he had gone out, still there is something to tell. So this is subordinate clause. I called him main clause. So one subordinate clause, one main clause. So this is called subordinate conjunction. Subordinate conjunction. See, second sentence. After is connecting, I called him main clause. He had gone out, main clause. So this is called conjunction. Connecting two sentences. What kind of conjunction? Connecting two main clauses. So coordinate conjunction. That's all. So see, here it is acting as subordinate conjunction. Here in the second sentence, it is acting as coordinate conjunction. So every word except the words list I have given you now, coordinate conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions, I have given some words list, right? Except these words, remaining all words, sometimes they act as coordinate conjunctions, sometimes they act as subordinate conjunctions. How can we decide? If the word is in the form of connecting two main clauses, that is coordinate conjunction. If the word is in the form of connecting one main clause and one or more subordinate clauses, that is called subordinate conjunction. Depending on the meaning, we can decide. Suppose if you are getting confusion with the meaning, wonderful technique is here. Subordinate conjunctions always maintain comma. If comma is there, that is subordinate conjunction. If no comma is there, coordinate conjunction. That's all. Okay? This is the best technique. Right? Last one, interjection. Interjection. What is interjection? Expresses sudden feelings or emotions. Expresses sudden feelings or emotions. See, a loss. Very easy. This particular this point is very easy. You know why? Just by identifying this punctuation mark. Suppose if he underlines is the exam, and if he asks you what is the parts of speech of underlined word, okay? Though you do not know, by taking the punctuation mark into consideration, you can easily decide that this is interjection, because interjection is always followed by this exclamatory mark. So it is very easy. So how he is asking in the exams is, in the case of interjection, he is not asking the parts of speech of the word. How he is asking? Simply is giving word like this, alas. What kind of expression does it give? What kind of expression does it? He is not giving sentence also like this. Alas, he is dead. Suppose if he gives the sentence like this, and if he asks us, what kind of expression is this? We can easily decide. This is sadness. This is sadness. So he is not giving sentence also. He is simply giving the word alas. What kind of expression does it give? Alas. Expression of sadness. Alas, expression of sadness. He is asking expressions. Next. H-U-R-R-A-H. Don't say hurrah. Hooray. Okay? Expression of joy. Expression of joy. H-U-R-R-H. What kind of expression does it give? Hooray! Expression of joy. A-H. What is the expression of A-H? How we have to give? A-H. Ah! Right? Expression of excitement. A-H. What is the expression? Ah! Expression of excitement. Right? Similarly, O-H. What is the expression of O-H? Oh! Expression of thrilling. expression of thrilling. Next, OOH. What is the expression? See, OOH. Oh, expression of relaxation. Expression of relaxation. That's it. Okay, my students. Last one. See, bravo. This is Latin word actually. Bravo means appreciation. Bravo means well done. Write in brackets, expression of appreciation. That's all. These are the words only we have in interjection part. All the words lists are given with expressions. That's it. Right? In the case of interjection, he is asking expression of the word, not parts of speech. So, what is preposition, my students? A word, see, pre means before. I told you. Do you remember? Position means place. A word that takes place before a noun or a pronoun. That word is called preposition. See, I want to talk with him. The book is on the table. Right? Him is pronoun. Him is pronoun. So a word that takes place before pronoun. What is the place of with here? It is placed before pronoun. So this is preposition. Similarly, what is the place of on here? On is placed before the noun table. So this is preposition. So what is preposition? A word that takes place before a noun or a pronoun. That word is called preposition. Okay? Next. Uses of common prepositions. Uses of common prepositions. 1. Uses of at, in, on. Uses of at, in, on. At is equal to point of time. In is equal to period of time. On is equal to dates, weeks, and occasions. See, at is equal to point of time. In is equal to period of time. In the case of dates, weeks, and occasions, we have to use on. First, let us take some examples. I will meet you dash 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock means point of time. At 8 o'clock. Right? Dash dawn. At dawn. Dash dusk. At dusk. Dash night. At night. What is the meaning of dawn? Exact time of sun rising. Exact time of sun rising. Dusk means exact time of exact time of sun setting. Exact time of sun rising, dawn. Exact time of sun setting, dusk. There is one idiom, dawn to dusk. See, some pharmaceutical companies, organizations, and medical shops, they will put the boards like this. Observe, we are available dawn to dusk. Dawn to dusk means 24 hours. What is the meaning of dawn to dusk? 24 hours. We work dawn to dusk. It means 24 hours we work. That's all, right? So, in the case of point of time, at 8 o'clock, at dawn, at dusk, at night, like this. In the case of point of time, we have to use at. Now, period of time. I was born dash January. January means period of time in January, right? Dash a few days. In a few days, period of time. Dash summer. In summer, right? See, I was born in January. I was born in in a few days. I was born in summer. In the case of period of time, we have to use in. Okay. Next, on. On is equal to used with dates, weeks, and expressions. See, I was born dash 2nd Jan. In the case of dates, we have to use on. Dates, weeks. I will come dash Sunday. In the case of dates, weeks also use on. Occasions, dash Independence Day. We celebrate functions. Functions. See, in the case of occasions also, on Independence Day, on Diwali Day, on Sankranti Day, like that, right? So, in the case of dates, weeks, and occasions, we have to use on. See, my students, again I am explaining. In the case of point of time, yet. In the case of period of time, in. In the case of dates, weeks, and occasions, we have to use on. Okay, next. Uses of at, in. Again, see, at is equal to outside position and rest. In is equal to inside position and rest. Outside position rest at, inside position rest in. I am waiting for you at the temple means outside the temple. I am waiting for you in the temple means inside the temple, depending on situations, right? See, let us take two examples. The officer is interviewing dash the room number 204. Interviewing in the room number 204, right? Generally, everyone interviews inside, not outside. So the officer is interviewing in the room number 204. Every day, a stranger is sleeping dash the gate, at the gate. No one can sleep in the gate, right? At the gate, right, my students? So, in the case of outside positional rest, at. In the case of inside positional rest, in, right? Next. Uses of since, for. Uses of since, for. since is equal to point of time. For is equal to period of time. I'm sure you will confuse here like this. Sir, in the case of period of time in the case of point of time yet. You have taught us like this. Again, you are teaching now since is equal to point of time, for is equal to period of time. What is this confusion, sir? Right? See, since for these two, observe, note, let us take the note here. These two are used to express an action started in the past. Take down this note, okay? Started in the past and still going on at the time of speaking. At the time of speaking. See, these two are used to express an action started in the past and still going on at the time of speaking. What is all this? I'll explain. See. I have been taking class dash 10 o'clock. Actually, this is point of time. So everyone thinks I am supposed to use here yet, but this is wrong. Why? What is the meaning of this sentence? What I am trying to tell here, I started the class at 10 o'clock and still going on at the time of speaking. If the sentence is giving us the meaning of an action started in the past and still going on, don't use at. You have to use since. Since 10 o'clock. For example, the sentence is like this. I will take class dash 10 o'clock tomorrow. Then at. Then you have to use here at. Why? Because this sentence is not giving us the meaning of an action started in the past and still going on. Depending on the meaning, we have to decide. At or since. Similarly, for and in also. Same process. For example, see. One more. Dash my childhood. I have been living in Andhra since my childhood. Point of time, childhood, youth, old age, these are all points of time. See, dash, you came here. I have been doing this work. Dash, you came here. Since you came here, point of time. Since you came here, I have been doing this work. This is also point of time. Okay. Next, period of time. Let us take two examples. Dash 2 months. I have been doing this work. 2 months, period of time, for 2 months. Suppose if the sentence is like this, dash January. Okay, I have been doing this work. If the sentence is like this is point of time. Because month is given. Right? Here month is not specified. So 2 months. Which month? 2 months. That's all. Please consider this as point period of time. Right? One more. Dash a long time. I have been living here for a long time. Not since a long time. For a long time. This is also period of time. Okay. So my students, in the case of period of time, since. In the case of point of time, since. In the case of period of time, for. When we want to use these two, the sentence must be in the form of giving the meaning like an action started in the past and still going on at the time of speaking. Okay? Depending on the meaning, you have to decide. Next. Usage of by, with. By is equal to subject. Subject means doer of the action. I taught you earlier. With is equal to instrument. Do you remember? I explained earlier. With is equal to instrument. By is equal to subject. Observe. He killed the snake. Dash a stick. Instrument. With a stick. The snake was killed dash eagle. Killed by eagle. Subject. Who killed eagle? So subject. In the case of subject, use by. In the case of instruments, use with. Okay? Next. Usage of beside. Besides. What is the difference between beside and besides? Beside means by the side of. Besides means in addition to. What is the meaning of besides? In addition to. For example, see. My house is dash the State Bank. Beside. It means my house is by the side of the State Bank. See. One more. I have an account at the State Bank. Dash the Axis Bank. Besides. Why besides? I have an account at the State Bank. Dash the Axis Bank. It means I have two accounts. One account is at the State Bank. The second account is at the Axis Bank. Very easy. See. But one more thing let us learn here. See, everyone says, observe, I have an account in the State Bank. Wrong. The word account never takes in. I have an account at the State Bank. Or else, I have an account with the State Bank. At or with both are correct. But don't use M. We commonly speak like this. Observe. Do you have an account in the State Bank? Wrong. Do you have an account at the State Bank or with the State Bank? Okay? Usage of on, in, by. Write in brackets. At the time of traveling. At the time of traveling. Very, very, very most important point. See, on is equal to used in general sense. With the vehicles having no top. In is equal to used in general sense with the vehicles having top. By is equal to when the vehicle is specified. When the vehicle is specified. See, wonderful point really this is. Wonderful point. On is equal to used in general sense with the vehicles having no top. For example, see, he is coming dash bike. Bike, it has no top. And also general, it may be any bike, on bike. Is coming on bike. For example, if the sentence is like this, he is coming dash bullet. Vehicle name is specified. So if the vehicle name is specified, then you have to use by. Don't say he's coming on bullet. He's coming by bullet. Okay? Right, my students? Similarly, he is coming dash a train. Train. It has top. And also general. It may be any train. In a train. He's coming in a train. For example, he is coming dash the Rajdhani Express. Vehicle name is specified by. That's it. Students, so in the case of vehicles having no top, in general sense, use on. In the case of vehicles having top in general sense, use in. Once the vehicle name is specified, it may have top or it may not have top. You have to use by. That's it. Very easy. My students, now I'll give you some important words list which are followed by some particular prepositions. Okay? Right. Take the heading. I'll give some important prepositions words list. Prepositions after certain words. Prepositions after certain words. I'm giving maximum important words list. Right? 1. Ability at. The word ability always takes it. Let us go with practical uses in the class. Unless we go with practical uses, it is difficult for us to remember. Once you go with practical uses, you can easily understand as well as we can easily remember the uses of that particular preposition. For example, see, he has strong ability in English. This is wrong. Not ability in. Ability at. Not ability in. Ability yet. Okay? Similarly, account act by with. Do you remember I told you this point? I have an account in the State Bank. This is wrong. Not in. Yet is correct. With is also correct. I have an account at the State Bank or else I have an account with the State Bank. But don't say account in. Okay? Next. Abide by means follow. Abide by means follow. See? We must avoid the traffic rules. Wrong. The word avoid always takes by. Avoid by the traffic rules. We must avoid by the traffic rules. Max important words list I am giving in the class. Okay? Abide by the traffic rules. Next. Adhere to. Adhere to means stick on. See? We must adhere for social customs. Wrong. Not adhere for. Adhere to social customs. The word adhere always takes to. Okay? Right? Next. Accuse of. Very common mistake that everyone is committing. See, observe. He is accused in theft case. Wrong. Not in. He is accused of theft case. Accused of theft case. But everyone commonly speaks like this. Accused in. Not accused in. Accused of. Okay. Authority on by over. Authority means command. Authority on is equal to subject. Over is equal to persons. See? He has strong authority. Dash English. In the case of subjects, use on. Authority on. In the case of persons, see, a leader must have authority. Dash his followers. Over his followers. In the case of persons. For example, see, a dog trainer must have authority. Dash dogs. Treat like persons here. Over dogs. Over dogs. Suppose if the sentence is like this. The character of dogs. On the character of dogs. Because this is treat this like subject. Okay? Treat this like subject. On the character of dogs. Or else he cannot deal with. Right? Annoy with by yet. Annoy with persons. At other than persons. Other than persons. What is the meaning of annoy? Vex. He is vexed like that. Okay? Annoy means vex. He is vexed with his life. Like that. What is the meaning of annoy? Vex. See? In the case of persons, with. In the case of other than persons, at. For example, see. People are annoyed. Dash. The government. Treat like person with the government. People are annoyed with the government. For example, sentence. If the sentence is like this. People are annoyed. Dash. The ruling of the government. at the ruling of the government. Okay? With the government, at the ruling of the government. Right? In the case of persons, with. In the case of other than persons, at. Agree with by 2. Agree with is equal to persons. Agree to is equal to other than persons. Agree with persons. Agree to other than persons. See, political leaders never agree dash one another. Persons, they never agree with one another. Okay? See, opposition party leaders never agree dash the proposals of the ruling party. Opposition party leaders never agree to the proposals of the ruling party other than persons. In the case of persons, with. In the case of other than persons, 2. Right, my students? Okay? Next. Angry with by at. Angry with persons at other than persons. Right? See? The principal is angry. Dash the students with. In the case of persons, with. Suppose if the sentence is like this. The principal is angry. Dash the performance of the students. The performance of the students at. Right? So in the case of persons, angry takes with. In the case of other than persons, angry takes at. Right? Belief in. See, common mistake. I have no belief on him. Everyone commonly speaks like this. Am I right? Wrong. I have no belief in him. Concentrate. I have no belief on him. Not I have no belief on him is right. I have no belief in him is correct. Bewilder act. Bewilder means confuse. Students are bewildered for the changing of the syllabus. this is wrong. For the changing of the syllabus is wrong. At the changing of the syllabus, correct. Not for at the changing of the syllabus. This is correct. Okay. Next. Busy with Y, in Y, yet. Busy with work. Busy in market. Busy at shop. Depending on situation. See, I am busy dash office work. I am busy with office work. Everyone commonly speaks like this. I am busy in office work. Wrong. I am busy with office work. In the office. You can say like that. Okay. See. For the last 3 days, I have been busy. Dash. Continuous classes. Continuous classes. This is also work. Busy with. For the last 3 days, I have been busy with continuous classes. Right? In the case of market, we have to use in. See, he is busy dash market dash marketing. See, he is busy in market with marketing. Marketing means again this is work. Okay, alage. Same. He is busy dash shop dash shopping. He is busy at a shop with shopping. That's it. At a shop with shopping. Shopping means again this is work, right? Bank on means depend. Bank on means depend. I never bank dash others. I never bank dash others. In my household works. I never bank on others. In my household works. Right? Blind of by two. Blind of eyes. Blind to we use in the sense of not caring. Not caring. See, one of my friends is blind dash his right eye. Blind of his right eye. Okay? See, let us take this sentence. Nowadays, parents are blind dash the faults of their children. Blind to the faults of their children. Blind to the faults of their children. That's it. Okay? compare with by 2. When we have to use with, when we have to use 2 with compare. Observe. Compare with persons. 2 other than persons. 2 other than persons. See? No cricketer can be compared dash Tendulkar. No cricketer can be compared with Tendulkar. Person. See? No cricketer's character can be compared dash the character of Tendulkar to the character of Tendulkar. So compare with by 2. In the case of persons, with 2. In the case of other than persons, 2. For example, see one more. Let us take. See, Shakespeare compared the world. Shakespeare compared the world dash a stage to a stage other than persons. So you have to use 2. Right? Next. Cut out means suitable. What is the meaning of cut out? Suitable. See? Dhoni is not cut out to test matches. One more mistake here we have. Not cut out to, cut out for test matches. The word cut out always takes for, not to. Okay? Next. Confirmation of. Very common mistake this is. See? Everyone is making mistake with the usage of this word. Observe. There is no confirmation about the program. This is wrong. Not about. There is no confirmation of the program. Everyone commonly speaks like this. Am I right? There is no confirmation about the program. Wrong. There is no confirmation of the program. Okay? Next. Depend on by upon. Depend on by upon. Depend on persons. Upon other than persons. Everyone knows the word depend takes on and upon. But where you have to use on, where you have to use upon. This is very important point. See? We depend dash our parents till we are grown up. We depend dash our parents till we are grown up. Depend on. Okay? For example, other than persons, let us take one example. We depend dash air food and water to live, right? We depend dash air, food and water to live upon. Other than the case of other than persons, we have to use upon, right? Die off by from. Die off. Disease, illness. Die from. Other than disease and illness. In the case of diseases and illness, die off. In the case of other than disease and illness, die from. Okay, see. One of my friends died dash corona. Died of corona. Okay. He died dash. See, he died with severe injuries in the accident. Okay, this is wrong. Not with, he died from severe injuries. Concentrate. Right? Divide into. Very common mistake. This is also. See, the property is divided in three shares. Wrong. Not in. Divided into three shares. Everyone commonly commits mistake like this. Divide in. But this is wrong. Divide into. Okay? Delight in. Delight means feel happy. See? I am delighted with your success in the exam. Right? Wrong. I am delighted with your success in the exam. Wrong. Not delighted with. Delighted in your success. I am delighted in your success in the exam. Not with. Okay? Interest in. See, the word interest in. Interest, the word interest. Note. Take the note. What is the note here? Interest. Always takes. Interest underline. Interest. The word interest always takes. In plus V1 plus ing form. In plus V1 plus ing form. For example, I have no interest on it. Wrong. I have no interest in it. I have no interest in it. Okay. Suppose if verb is there. See, everyone commonly commits mistake like this. Observe. I am not interested to go. Suppose, suppose your father is asking to go to some place, right? And then you commonly speak like this: Dad, I am not interested to go. Wrong. I am not interested in plus V1 plus ing form. I am not interested in going. I am not interested in going. Not interested to go. Everyone commonly makes mistake like this, right? See one more. I am not interested to eat. Wrong. I am not interested in eating. I am not interested to eat anything. Wrong. I am not interested in eating anything. The word interest always takes in plus V1 plus ing form, but not 2 plus V1. Right? Next. Insist on. Take the note. Insist means force. See? Insist. Always takes on plus V1 plus ing form. Insist always takes on plus V1 plus ing form. See, for example, you are not interested in eating, but your mother is forcing to eat. Then we commonly speak like this. See, Mom, don't insist me to eat. And everyone commonly speaks like this. Am I right? Mom, please don't insist me to eat. This is wrong. Don't insist me. Insist always takes on plus V1 plus ing form. Don't insist me on eating. Correct. Similarly, see, my parents insisted me to take maths as my main subject. Wrong. Not to take. Insisted me on taking maths as my main subject. As my main subject. That's it. So the word insist always takes on plus V1 plus ing form, but not 2 plus V1. Okay? Information on. This is also very common mistake. See, students generally you only commonly speak like this. Observe, there is no information about the schedule. Wrong. This is wrong. Not about. Information on the schedule. Not about. Information on the schedule. But everyone uses about with information and confirmation also. But the word confirmation takes off. Information takes on. Involve in. See? I never involve into others' personals. Wrong. Not into. I never involve in others' personals. I never involve in others' personals. Right? Next, look. Look after. Almost 150 words are there with the word look. Look after, look down, look off, look by, look to. I cannot explain all the words in the class, right? But important words list I'll give. Look after means take care of. What is the meaning of look after? Take care of. See, we should look after our parents at their old age. We should look after our parents at their old age. Not only at old age, at every age you have to take them care of. Right? We should look after our parents at their old age, especially at the old age. What is the meaning of look after? Take care of. Look by means follow. What is the meaning of look by? Follow. We must look by traffic rules. We must look by traffic rules. Look for means search. Look for means search. He's looking for a better job than doing now. Than doing now. He's looking for a better job than doing now. It means than the job doing now is looking for a better job. He's searching. Okay. Look through means study carefully. What is the meaning of look through? Study carefully. See, the auditor is looking through all the files. The officer is looking through all the files. See, when we use look through, don't use the word carefully again. So many are getting confusion like this, especially with this, with the uses of this word. How they are speaking, unfortunately, the auditor is looking through all the files carefully. Again, they are using carefully. Don't use carefully because in the word look through, the meaning carefully is already implied. So don't use carefully, right? Look out means neglect. Look out means neglect. The problem is, look means verb, out means preposition. If the word is, if you find a word with a combination of one verb and preposition, these words are called phrasal verbs or else prepositional verbs. Okay? Phrasal prepositions, phrasal verbs like this. The problem with all these phrasal verbs is, every phrasal verb, again it has 2 or 3 meanings. Every phrasal verb. I am giving only main and important meanings in the class. Okay? Look out, neglect. We must not look out. Continuous cough. We must not look out continuous cough. Married to. See, my mother is married with Subrao. This is wrong. Wrong means person is correct. Preposition is wrong. Married to Subarao. Okay? Married to Subarao. Not married with. Next, prevent from. Prevent means spread. See, note. What is the note? You have to write here. Prevent always takes from plus V1 plus ing form. From plus V1 plus ing form. See, the government failed to prevent the disease from spreading. The government failed to prevent the disease from disease. What is the disease? Corona. The government failed to prevent corona from spreading. Okay? The word prevent always takes from plus V1 plus ing form. Everyone commonly speaks like this. The government failed to prevent the disease to spread. Wrong. From spreading. The word prevent always takes from plus V1 plus ing form. Prohibit from. This area is prohibited from smoking. This area is prohibited from smoking. Okay? Next. Part from by with. What is the meaning of part from by with? Separate. Part from persons. Part with other than persons. Part from persons. Part with other than persons. See? We cannot part dash the members of our family. We cannot part from the members of our family. Okay? In the case of persons, from. See, some people cannot part dash money with. They cannot live without money. Okay? See, prefer to. See, I always prefer coffee than tea. Wrong. Don't use than. Some are using over. This is also wrong. What is correct? To. I always prefer coffee than tea. Wrong. I always prefer coffee over tea. Wrong. I always prefer coffee to tea is correct. Okay? See? Take the note. What is the note? The following words always take TO2. What are the words I am giving list here? See, senior, junior, superior, inferior, interior, anterior, posterior, prior. See, underline IOR. You know, I'm sure now you'll shock. You know why? If any word ends with IOR like this, okay, these are not English words, these are Latin words. If any word ends with IOR, these words are called Latin, these are not English words. It means without our knowledge, we are using some Latin words also, but we are thinking these are English words, right? This is the magic. Now see, all these words always take two. What are the words? Senior, junior, superior, inferior, interior, anterior, posterior, prior. All these words always take two. These are all Latin words, not English words. Any word that ends with IOR, that is Latin, not English. Okay? See, he is senior than me. Wrong. Senior to me. Okay? Next, preference for. Preference will be given to the experienced. Unfortunately, this is wrong. Not to the experienced. For the experienced. Everyone commonly speaks like this. Observe. Preference will be given to you. Wrong. Preference will be given for you. The word preference always takes for, not to. Okay? Preference will be given to the experienced. Wrong. For the experienced. Put out means remove. Comma stop also. Put out the light before going to bed. Similarly, put out your shoes before entering the temple. Put out your shoes before entering the temple. Similarly, put out the light before going to bed. This is also correct. Put out means remove, stop, right? Put out. Put off, postpone. Put off means postpone. What is the opposite of postpone? Everyone says prepone, right? This is wrong. Advance. What is the opposite of postpone? Advance. Who created that word postpone? Opposite is prepone. Really, hats up to the gentleman, because highly educated, they are also using prepone, prepone, prepone. Actually, there is no such word in English. There is no such word in English. What is the exact opposite word of postpone is advance. Right? See, I never put off the things what I want to do today. I never put off the things what I want to do today. Okay? One more. It is not in my tendency to put off the things. It is not in my tendency to put off the things. Two sentences I have given. It is not in my tendency to put off the things. It means I never postpone anything what I want to do today. Right? Put on means wear. Put on means wear. We put on new outfits on our birthday. Am I right? Generally, everyone puts on new outfits on one's birthday. Right? We put on. Next. Sympathy for. Sympathy for. See? I have no sympathy on him. Wrong. I have no sympathy for him. Sorry. Yes. I have no sympathy on him. Wrong. I have no sympathy for him. Correct. Right? See. Sympathize with. Sympathize with. See. None was. Sympathized for his failure. Wrong. Not for his. With his failure. Correct. None was sympathized for his failure. Wrong. With his failure. Correct. Okay, students. Next, see. Translate into. See, the Gita is translated in various languages. Not in. Into various languages. The Gita is translated into various languages. Not in. Into. Next, take the heading like this. Uses of basic prepositions. Uses of basic prepositions. 1. Uses of to. To. Where you have to use to commonly. See, denotes movement from one place to another place. From one place to another place. For example, see, I go dash college at 8 a.m. every day. I'm moving from one place to another place. So I go to college. This is of to. To denotes movement from one place to another place. Okay? Next. Towards. Uses of towards. When we have to use towards. Points out. Particular direction. Points out particular direction. For example, see, the thief ran to the park side. Wrong. Not to the. Towards the park side. Particular direction. Towards the park side. Not to the park side. Not to. Towards. Okay? Uses of of expresses separation. Of is used to express separation generally. For example, see, he was thrown off from the car during the accident. During the accident. He was thrown off from the car during the accident. Everyone commonly says like this, see, my finger is cut off, not cut off. Cut off means it should be separated. Wrong. My finger is cut. That's all. My finger is cut. Unless it is separated from your body, don't use cut off. Uses of each other, one another. Each other, one another. See, each other is equal to expresses two persons or anything to. Two persons or anything to. One another is equal to expresses more than two persons or anything more than two. Each other is equal to expresses two persons or anything two. One another is equal to expresses more than two persons or anything more than two. Again, let us take note here. What is the note we have to write here? When the number is not specified, so each other, one another. Each other expresses two persons or anything two. One another expresses more than two persons or anything more than two. Note, when the number is not specified, we have to use one another. What is all this? Observe. The two brothers always quarrel. Dash each other. QUARREL. Quarrel. The two brothers always quarrel, dash each other. In the case of two persons or anything two, what is the word you have to use? With. Okay, I'm sorry. Two brothers always quarrel with dash. This is the word we want, not with, right? The two brothers always quarrel with dash. In the case of two persons or anything two, what is the word you have to use? Each other. Each other. Right? Because now we are learning the uses of each other, not with. Right? Next, see. Suppose the brothers always quarrel with dash. See, in the case of two persons, each other. In the case of more than two persons or anything more than two, one another. Right? But when the number is not specified, see, here in this case, two or more than two, number is not specified. When the number is not specified, then also we have to use one another. That's it. Right? Any doubt, my students? In the case of two persons, each other. In the case of more than two persons or anything more than two, one another. When the number is not specified, then also we have to use one another. So one another is used in two situations. What are the two situations? First, in the case of more than two persons or anything more than two. Second situation, when the number is not specified, right?